Whoa. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90 if you do too much.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Tua. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if
and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Here's Johnson again on second down. A very tough run, but for a short gain out. Near the 32.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up the third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down at 5. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 7. And a Washington first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They fake the handoff. Now Tua going up top. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Giants. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That one's complete to Tomlinson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. On play action, they'll throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Four yards remain for second down. Now a handoff. Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Tua. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1 second, all that remains. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They try the left side with Johnson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
look to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Second and 11. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 7. Here's Johnson. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds says... And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Back to throw here. Underneath, pulled in by Tomlinson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Going up top for Kupp.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Cooper Kupp,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington able to make this a close game again. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Washington 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 53 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a handoff as they run left side. Dances by him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Giants, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.